How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Mr. Boulder back today with a quick collection update video for you. Picked up quite a few new bits and bobs recently. Going to show some of it off now. Going to get started after the usual quick sip of coffee. Let's kick off with an EP. I don't buy many EPs, but I really wanted this one. And this is Cannibal Corpse in a Hammer Smashed Faced EP, which originally came out back in 1993. This was reissued a few years ago, and I slept on it, and then by the time I got off my arse to go and grab it, they were all gone. So once this repress was announced a couple of weeks ago, I made sure I grabbed myself a copy straight away. Of course, featuring the first track from the Tomb and Mutilated album, Hammer Smash Face, a fantastic death metal song. And it's got a couple of really nice cover versions on it as well. The first one being Possessed's The Exorcist, and the second one being Black Sabbath's Zero the Hero. Excellent stuff. Great little EP. Comes on a smoky vinyl, which to be honest looks black from here. And then there's some etching on side B. So all the tracks are on side one. The etching's not all that, to be fair. But to be honest, I don't really care. Just nice to finally get this. Like I say, it came out a couple of years ago and I didn't grab it. And then by the time I went to grab it, it was all gone. So once this got announced a couple of weeks back, I made sure I got off my arse and grabbed it straight away. So really happy to have that collection. Nice 3-track EP from Cannibal Corpse, the Hammer Smashed Face EP. Excellent stuff. Up next, a band that I've been meaning to check out for years and finally got round to it. Mercyful Fate, and this is Melissa from 1983. This and the following album are of course reissues, because originally these are hard to come by. Mercyful Fate is the band that everyone will know. They need absolutely no introduction. Excellent album this. I think it's come out in 83 originally, I just said, didn't I? Great stuff on this, like Curse of the Pharaoh. Excellent stuff. Into the Coven is a great track as well. Black Funeral, Satan's Fall, title track Melissa. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Obviously, King Diamond's vocals are very much a Marmite affair. Obviously, I don't mind them because I'm buying the albums, but a lot of people really don't like his vocals, but I personally think they're great. Very unique voice. Excellent riffs on this from Michael Denner and Hank Sherman. Just great stuff. Yeah, I've been meaning to pick up stuff from these guys and check them out for years, but never got around to it. I'm glad I finally have. This is an excellent album. Kind of old school heavy metal. But brilliant stuff. Really, really enjoy that one. Melissa from 1983. I think this is their debut. It's fantastic. I want to grab that, of course. I had to also grab 1984's Don't Break the Oath. Excellent album cover artwork here. Great stuff on this. First track of Dangerous Meetings. Really, really good. Nightmare is great. Night of the Unborn. The Oath, first track on side 2 is superb. Welcome Princess of Hell and Come to the Sabbath, probably my favourite song on the whole album, the last track. Excellent stuff. Just brilliant, brilliant albums. I'm so glad I finally got off my arse and picked these up. I'll probably pick up some more stuff from these guys soon, but I just wanted to grab these first two at first because these have been shown loads over the years. Talked about a lot in the metal world. Got big reputations, both these albums, and rightfully so. They're really, really good. Really enjoying these. Going to grab some more stuff at some point. But these first two will do for now. So Mercyful Fate's Don't Break the Oath. Excellent album from 1984. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Up next is something I picked up at a gig back in September. And this is Absolver. And as you can see, it's fully signed by the band. It wasn't signed on the night. They were already pre-signed from sort of COVID times. If you're not familiar with Absolver, this is old school traditional heavy metal with a modern sound. These guys are the backing band of Blaze Bayley, but obviously they're a band in their own right. This is their latest album from last year, Fire in the Sky. Brilliant stuff. Seen these guys live about 2 or 3 times and they're great. First track, Demon Tormentor. Brilliant stuff. Really, really good song. Burn Inside, track 2 is great. What Does God Know? Excellent chorus. Really catchy. Stand Your Ground, great track. Fire in the Sky, title track, brilliant stuff. Man for All Seasons, really enjoyed that one. Historic Year, I like that song. Shame it's about COVID because I'm kind of sick of hearing about COVID after we had to put up there for 2 or 3 years, obviously. And then this last track, Refuse to Die, excellent album. These guys are definitely worth checking out if you're into your traditional heavy metal. Comes on a silver vinyl. custom labels. The only bad thing about this album is it's horribly warped. You probably can't really tell from there, nearly dropped it, but it's so badly warped, it's ridiculous. I don't know how it plays, but it does, so that's the most important thing. But yeah, if you're into that traditional, old school, new wave of British heavy metal sound, definitely check these guys out. These guys have put a modern twist and sound to it though, so that's excellent stuff. Really good band. Picked up quite a few albums from these guys. Forgot to show the gatefold. There it is. So that's that. Absolver's Fire in the Sky from last year. Excellent album. Check it out if you're into traditional metal. And of course that night I was there to see the main man as well, Blaze Bayley. And this is his Blood and Belief album from 2004. Again, signed. Pre-signed, of course, again. This is really, really good. Really heavy album from Blaze, actually. There's the gatefold. This is just on black vinyl. It's a 2 LP set. And this is just an excellent, excellent album. Really, really heavy. First track, Alive, is great. 10 seconds, good song, really strong chorus. Blood and Belief title track is fantastic. Tearing Yourself to Pieces, Hollow Head. Got Will to Win and Regret, both good songs. The Path and the Way and the last track, last song, Soundtrack to My Life, is excellent. Again, traditional heavy metal, but really heavy. This sounds like this is down tuned, maybe to D. It's just great stuff. Blaze, so underrated, and a great album from him. I didn't actually know about this album until we was at the gig on the night. Actually met the man on the night as well. Very, very humble guy. Very, very nice guy. Put on a great show. Probably going to be going to see him again on his UK tour next month. Great album from Blaze Bayley, Blood and Belief. This doesn't feature Absolver as the backing band. They've come along sort of more recent times, whereas, like I say, this album's 19 years old. But excellent stuff from Blaze Bayley. If you've not heard this and you're into your traditional metal, once again, check it out. It's very, very good, and I'm really enjoying this album. This is really, really good stuff. Up next, something that was in my local record shop years ago. I slept on it and thought I'll come back and get it another time, and of course it was gone. So I finally tracked down another copy. Been after this one for a long time. And it's the picture disc version of Iron Maiden's No Prayer for the Dying, an original picture disc from back in 1990. I'm not going to talk about this album loads, because I've talked about this album a few times on my channel. I don't think it's anywhere near deserving of its awful reputation. Certainly not their best though. But an album that I really enjoy. There's side A. And there's side B. Excellent, really nice looking picture disc. Yeah, an album that gets quite a bit of shit. I don't think it's deserved. But there's a couple of real underrated gems on this album for me, like Hooks in You and the last track, Mother Russia. Great stuff. Good stuff in this as well, like Tail Gunner and Holy Smoke. But yeah, there's that. Iron Maiden's No Prayer for the Dying, original picture disc from 1990. Excellent stuff. On to some heavier stuff now. This is Incantation and Dirge of Elysium, their 9th album from 2014. I only got into these guys a few years ago, so I wanted to pick up more of their stuff. Had a look on Amazon. This was going for only about 15, 16 quid, so I had to grab it. Excellent death metal. This album is kind of 50% proper death metal, and then half of it is really sort of doomy at the same time, so death doom as well. There's some fast stuff on this, if you like your old school fast death metal, but there's definitely some sludgy death doom metal on this as well. Great guitar tone on this record, decent songs. This is a good album. I'm enjoying this one a lot. Bastion of the Plague Soul, track 2 is excellent. From a Glaciate Womb, excellent song. That's quite a doomy one. Portal Consecration, great track. Charnel Grounds, Dominant Ethos, and then the last track is 16 minutes long. I won't lie, it's a decent tune, but it doesn't need to be that long. It could definitely have done with being edited down a little bit, but it's still sort of a decent listen, it has to be said. Good stuff from Incantation. Like I say, I'm quite new to these guys, but I'm loving it a lot. Here's the inner sheet there with the lyrics on the back. And this one comes on red vinyl with some black smokiness through it. Yeah, good death metal this. I like the mixture of the doomier songs and the more faster paced death metal stuff. Good album. Need to pick up more from these guys, but this will do for now. Great stuff. Excellent death metal. Worth checking out if you haven't heard it. Incantations, Dirges of Elysium, something like that. Fucking not pronounced it correctly. Apologies. Good stuff. Up next then is Diaphetis and War and Attrition from 2007. I've got a couple of albums from these guys. This again was going for a decent price on Amazon, so I grabbed it. Excellent technical death metal. Brilliant stuff. I love the dual vocals from John Gallagher. He's got the really deep guttural vocals, and the bass player's name, I can't remember off the top of my head. His vocal style is a little bit different. Good contrast between both vocal styles. Excellent stuff. Homicide of Retribution on this. Brilliant track. Fate of the Condemned. Insidious Repression. The Ancient Rivalry. Obsolete Deterrence. Probably the first and last tracks are my favourite. This is just on good old black vinyl. Excellent technical death metal. The musicianship from these guys is superb. They are all absolutely fantastic musicians. I love the sweet guitar playing from John Gallagher on this. Drums are absolutely fantastic. The musicianship is just so good. Lots of nice time changes as well. Keeps the songs interesting. Brutal drumming, great deep guttural vocals, excellent riffs. Diaphetis' War of Attrition from 2007. For the price was an absolute steal. A great pickup, excellent death metal from these guys. Check it out if you've not heard it. And up last is another band who's I'm fairly new to, so I'm going through the discographies, and this is Immolation and their second album from 1996. Hereinafter. This is really dark, doomy, sort of, not doomy, sludgy, sort of dark sounding death metal. Excellent stuff from these guys. These guys from New York, of course, in America. Yeah, this was another album that was up for a decent price. Here's the inner with the lyrics on. Some info. Again, this is just on good old black vinyl, just like I like it. Yeah, really dark sound album. This definitely sounds like a 90s death metal album. It's definitely got that 90s sound to it. Excellent guitar tone. Ross Dolan's vocals, really guttural. And just really good stuff. Can we get it back in the sleeve? No, we'll leave that for now. But there's great stuff on this, like Nailed to Gold, first track's great. Hereinafter, I Feel Nothing. Toward Earth, Under the Supreme, Christ's Cage. Excellent stuff. Really nice riffs on this. Drums are great. Good vocals. Excellent death metal. Need to get more from these guys, but this will do for now. Brilliant stuff from Immolation. Excellent artwork as well. Look at that. Looks superb. Great stuff from these guys. Great death metal. I'm really happy with all these pickups. Picked all these up about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Excellent albums. Really enjoying these. And yeah, just excellent death metal. Really good stuff. Right, guys, that's it for this week. Cheers for watching till the end. And thanks as always to everyone who likes, comments and subscribes. I don't think I'll be doing a video next couple of weeks because I'm back in the studio with the Concrete Gods. We are in the studio recording the follow-up EP to our Trauma Is Not a Competition EP that came out last year. And we're back in the studio with the guitars and the amps cranked back up. And most importantly, we're back in the studio with our drummer, Paul, who is much better now, I'm pleased to say. One other thing I was going to mention is I put up a poll not long ago on YouTube because a while back somebody asked me if I'd ever consider doing a question and answer video. And to be honest, I totally forgot about it. And then I remembered about it, so I put up a poll on YouTube, and most people seem to want to see one. So I'm going to be doing a question and answer video on either the weekend of the 4th or the 5th of March. Not sure what day I'll record it yet. So what I will do is I will leave my email address in the description box of this video. So if you've got a question for me that you want me to answer, send me an email. Or if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, feel free to send me a message on there. So whether I get 5 questions or I get 25 questions, I'll do a video depending on what the amount of questions that I get. So yeah, cheers once again for watching. Thanks. Take care, and I'll see you later on. Thank you. See ya.